Another topic that's really important is the idea of homosexuality. Obviously, we live in a society where I mean, you know the statistics better than I do, but I think it's like 2 to 3 to 4% are in that LGBT plus category. So as a Christian, people may see Christianity as oppressive to homosexuals or things like that. You'll have people who walk around with signs like "God hates gays." And then you also have people on the complete opposite end that say, homosexuality is totally okay.
Hmm.
So, as from a biblical worldview, how do we address this topic of homosexuality?
Yeah, I think we need to begin with what I see as the biggest mistake that is made, and that is not so much of what is right or wrong, what is moral and what is immoral, but first and foremost, and those are actually very important discussions to have. But I think we need to, before we have that even discussion or even beginning to have these conversations with those in the gay community or those who don't know Christ or come from an incorrect understanding of biblical sexuality and claim to be Christian, we need to first address this issue of who we are.
Mm.
When I lived as a gay man, I didn't say, oh yeah, you know, uh, when I say I'm gay, I mean this is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
When I was gay and identified as gay 20 years ago, and I said I am gay, I explained that. I didn't say, well, this is what I feel. No, absolutely not. I would say, when I say I am gay, what I mean is this is who I am. And this radical shift from what to who has created a radically distorted view of personhood. As a matter of fact, Michael Foucault, who's known to be one of the, I mean, he wouldn't call himself a founder, but he definitely greatly impact the postmodern movement. He was gay. He died of AIDS. He was talked a lot about this, but in essence, he was basically saying that this term homosexual created this new species of personhood. So we've created this new category of identity, this new category of personhood, not a new category of experience, because sexuality at the core, it's not an ontological reality, it's an existential reality. So it's not who we are, but it's how we are. And when we begin to think in that category and actually help people to see, and we don't ourselves fall into that, but recognize that others do, like the majority of people in the world think that this is who you are. What's wrong? People can't help it. That's just who they are. That's what the world will say. And then we come at it, well, oh no, it's sin. And what they don't hear us saying, when people have that wrong framework, they don't hear us saying, oh, you're saying that, the behavior is sin. Absolutely not. They hear us saying what we're doing is calling the entire person reprehensible. So I think it's a great start to begin there, to have more of a conversation and inroads to begin to address kind of that core issue, and then be able to not actually, then talk about what is sin and what is not sin. I think it's more important to talk about the reality of God and why, the reality of God actually impacts the way that we live.